Yo, what's going on, you guys? KG Presents back out with another video. Today I'm here with some more must-add fantasy baseball players off your waiver wire that you should add onto your team for this upcoming week. We are now already in week 3 of MLB baseball here, and we've had some exciting starts to the regular season so far. Obviously, the Yankees are killing it. The Tigers are absolutely killing it too. That's a little bit shocking right there. The Marlins are definitely not killing it. Now, obviously, there's been a ton of injuries as well this week. Shane Bieber, Trevor Story, just to name two of them right there, and of course, Spencer Strider. That's not what you like to see. Nobody likes to see injuries at all. So, either way, with injuries coming, especially here in fantasy sports there's going to be a lot more opportunities knocking on the door for guys that you should definitely be adding off your waiver wire. So without any further ado, let's get into today's video. I'm going to be giving you 5 players that I think you should potentially add onto your fantasy baseball roster. First off, we have Ivan Herrera from the St. Louis Cardinals. Now, only 3 days ago, time of recording this, he just hit his first major league home run, so congrats to Ivan on that right there. But obviously the bigger topic is that Willson Contreras of the St. Louis Cardinals got hit by a pitch and is currently out for the foreseeable future. And with him being out for the foreseeable future, that means that this man, Ivan Herrera, is going to be getting plenty of at-bats for the St. Louis Cardinals. There was even just talks of him getting more playing time at this big league level this season back in spring training. Now, obviously, with the injury to Willson Contreras, he's definitely going to be getting more of that. He's currently on a 3-game hitting streak right now. The Cardinals have slotted him into the heart of their already great lineup there with Arenado and Paul Goldschmidt, Nolan Gorman right there. He has big power in his bat. He's hitting 106.6 miles per hour, 90th EV last season, and he has enough speed to keep it interesting on the base paths. He did steal 11 bases back in 2023. It'd be nice to see him walk here and there, but outside of that, there's still a ton of upside for Herrera in the near future for the St. Louis Cardinals. I'm really excited to see how things are going to turn out for him this season. Obviously, you don't know how long that Willson Contreras is going to be out, so that definitely plays a factor in there. But the thing is, though, I think he's going to be a great addition onto your fantasy baseball roster in the meantime right now. So while you have the opportunity to, before it's too late, be sure to add him. He does have a bit of an issue with striking out, though, so there's still room for improvement with his plate discipline. But other than that, I mean, he has some great potential, so be sure to add Herrera onto your roster. Next up, we have Travis d'Arnaud from the Atlanta Braves. Recently, Sean Murphy did find himself now on the injured list. He's going to be out for at least a month, so there's going to be paving a lot more at-bats for Travis d'Arnaud. Now, he did lose a lot of at-bats last year compared to the previous year. He only had 293 at-bats last season compared to 495 the year prior, so that's definitely going to be a huge factor. Now, with Duvall on the team too, obviously he's going to be losing even more at-bats, but either way, Sean Murphy being injured, there's going to be a lot more at-bats for him at stake. Murphy was set to take on a heavier role this season, but has since gone down with an oblique injury. Those tend to linger for quite some time, so d'Arnaud's going to be starting once again. The 211 batting average so far isn't great, but that can be chalked up mainly to a small sample size. He's coming off a 2-hit game on Friday and should see plenty of bats in a potent Braves lineup moving forward. It doesn't matter where he hits in that Braves lineup. He can hit 9th, that's all you need to know. Because he's going to be having plenty of at-bats while Sean Murphy is out. Sean Murphy is going to be out for a little bit here, so that's going to be making him fantasy relevant for a good amount of time right here. Travis d'Arnaud, when he gets hot, he is a very solid hitter and everything, so you definitely cannot count him out by any means. Travis d'Arnaud doesn't need to do anything too crazy to remain fantasy relevant. He can hit you a decent average, and he's going to obviously hit you some home runs as well. Obviously, Sean Murphy is, a better catcher and everything. But with Sean Murphy being out there, he's still the next best option that the Braves have for catching during this tough time with your starting catcher being out. So be sure to add Travis d'Arnaud onto your roster if possible, especially if you're looking for some catching help, because I definitely think he can help you out in many ways. So be sure to add him. Hopefully that goes well. We have Blaze Alexander from the Arizona Diamondbacks. So far, he's at 278 this year with a home run, 3 runs batted in, and 1 stolen base. Now, obviously, the biggest thing with Blaze Alexander is he's going to be seeing regular time at the starting shortstop position for Diamondbacks, with Gerardo Perdomo currently on the injured list. Hopefully, Perdomo's all right. Obviously, you don't want to be out for too long. But either way, he did tear his meniscus, though, in his right knee, and that's going to be out for a little bit right there. Alexander has already been a mainstay in lineup versus left-hand pitching early on in the season, but the rookie should get the opportunity to face same-handed pitching more frequently. Perdomo on the men, along with Alexander, utility men Jace Pearson, and Kevin Doonan will be seeing more time at the shortstop. But either way, Alexander is going to be receiving the most at-bats while Perdomo is out. He posted an 865 OPS with 8 home runs and 2 stolen bases over 73 games that ran last season. Has gone to a strong start in the big leagues this season in those 20 plate appearances. Like I said before, he's hitting 278, also with a 350 on base percentage and a 444 on base percentage. while he's up here in the major leagues and Perdomo's out, be sure to add Blaze Alexander onto your roster. I think he can be pretty good this season, and let's hope for the best. And I say hopefully Perdomo's not long either. Next up, we have Alex Kirilloff from the Minnesota Twins. Year after year, it feels like Alex Kirilloff has become that man. If he can just stay a healthy guy, he could have a really big season. And hopefully this year is the year. I mean, he hasn't had this at all in his career. Keeps getting injured, but hopefully this year it changed. It's not that he doesn't produce, it's that he's never active for enough games to make much of a full season impact here on fantasy baseball. And because of this, you have to learn to ride the hype train that he has while it's there. And obviously when it's not there, you got to drop him. But either way, he's definitely worth an ad right now, and he always will be as long as he's active in the lineup. So far this season, he's flashed a great hitting tool. He has a low 10% strikeout rate, which is just very, very good in general. So shout out for him for that. He's yet to go yard, but 2 doubles, 3 triples have done plenty to make that a great season at the plate already. Expect more of that going forward there, but obviously he has to stay healthy. This man, I think, has a really good chance to be an exceptional hitter for the Twins, first baseman and outfielder, but he's got to stay healthy, and hopefully he can continue to do that like so far he's done this season. He slashed a solid 270, 348, and 445 over 88 games in 2023 with 11 home runs and 41 runs batted in. I do think, though, if he's healthy enough, I think he can give you a really solid 270 line, over 20 home runs there, 80 runs batted in, 350 plus on base percentage, though. But he's got to stay healthy. That's his one biggest issue there, and hopefully he can continue to do that like the rest of the season. 88 games, though, is definitely not enough to say that you're a healthy player. You got to at least be playing 130 a game. You know what I mean? At least playing 130 a game. He definitely has so much talent, just like the Twins do in general right there, but he hopefully can finally begin to deliver on the talent that made him a first-round pick back in 2016. Is it going to be easy, though? No, it's definitely not going to be easy there. But I do think, though, that Kirilloff could be a really good pickup this season, for the rest of the season, really. I mean, if he continues to stay healthy and has an incredible season at the plate, I mean, he's in 385 right now. Is he going to be hitting 385 on the season? No, I doubt it. But, if he's able to just stay healthy, like I said before, I know I said this many times, but healthy just wins you fantasy baseball or fantasy sports in general. If you stay healthy, you're going to be doing exceptionally well. And the thing is, though, sometimes health is more important than actually how many points a game you score. Because the thing is, though, if you're not healthy, then you're not scoring any points. So either way, if you really do want to take a chance on Kirilloff, be sure to add him onto your roster. Not the safest addition, but I do think, though, this year's going to be the year. Last but not least, we have Michael Busch from the Chicago Cubs. Sorry, I don't have any Cubs footage, though. I only have some Dodgers footage, so bear with it. My bad. Michael Busch so far this season is currently hitting 304 with a home run, 2 runs batted in, and I do think this year hopefully can be the year that Michael Busch is the year that he's able to break out. Obviously, there's just been talk about him for so many years there, but you've been really waiting to see if he has a chance to be a legitimate player. After getting phased out of the Dodgers lineup, he has since found a way to be productive in Chicago. His first few games so far this season weren't great, but he's in the midst of a 3-game hitting streak, which includes both a double and a home run. His quality of contract has been great and shows that this can continue for the rest of the season. So be sure to add him onto your roster if possible. So if you all enjoyed the video, please sure to subscribe for future content. Hopefully these 5 players that I have listed today are going to be making a difference on your fantasy baseball roster. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time.